Hi guys, how are you doing? Our favorite people are back in the news. Oh, it's not like the cuckoo left and went anywhere before, but they are back in the news. Shalorokan, they are cuckoo back in the news. How are you doing? Eh? Happy Saturday with rain. Eku rainy Saturday. Let me clean the lens here. If you're watching on TikTok, double click my screen or double click it. Double click the screen. I think it's a little clearer now. Okay. Have some water. Hmm. Suya night was fine, oh. Suya night was very fine. How are you? Son of Iyuko, how are you doing? All right, so our people are back in the news. Yul and Judy. It's not like they went anywhere anyway, but they are back in the news. And Yul prayed for Judy. Now you need to understand how this started. Today is Premium Gist Day. Amara. Today, rain. Come. Turn this thing to me. Today it rained, though. Hey. Hey, if I tell you what happened to me today. Look at what you did. Close my door. Thank you. Today it rained and I had to go out. So I went out with my Mercedes. Only for me to come back and see flood. Hey. I can't start park. I did look the flood like this. I did gauge the flood. Now I call Range Rover Doctor. I say, Range Rover Doctor, come. How much is power steering rack for 2022 GLE? He said, na 3 million naira. Now so I stand like this, they look the flood. Now so one guy, they drive new G-Wagon, 2023. As he reached the flood, he first slow down. He looked the flood. Baba, do you turn? I say, okay, so no be only me. Now so I turn, enter, go back to VI, go Chocolate Royale, sit down chop, come back like 1 hour, 15 minutes later, the flood don't go down. I can't raise the motor, can't try manage pass the place. Very slowly, they shake me for everybody as they come. From tomorrow now Uber until this rain finish. Who they want key? Uber new car or Camry. I can't tell my mother-in-law say, if na my Camry, I never see the water. Once the water no reach the headlight, if e reach the bumper, the one way you go dey feel am, you go dey sip inside the motor, I dey drive that Camry past that water straight. God bless Camry. You try that thing with that Benz. You will turn the steering next year. Finish 3 million. Hey, someone says it's raining. Made Mayo said it's raining in Afghanistan. Congratulations, it will continue to rain there. Amen. So back to our story. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click it. I'm looking for my number 1 gifter, my number 2 gifter. Gideon, number 1 gifter. And who's my number 2 gifter? Samuel, Henry, FX. Oh yeah. Double click that screen. Keep it popping. I'm looking for 50 money guns. That's right, 50 money guns. Let's make it happen. So let's go back to the gist. Now, if you go to Stella Dimoko's blog, Stella Dimoko actually wrote out what Judy said for those who cannot watch the video. And since I cannot play the video because somebody else owns that content, what a lot of people don't realize is everybody on social media that is a content creator owns their content. So if anybody uses my content, for instance, if it is a sermon and you use it, I usually look away. But my gossip or my gist, you go use them. I'm taking down your site straight. I'm getting my people on it and they are filing immediately. Don't even think so. Don't even think that I will be able to let you go. It's impossible. That reminds me, somebody was using one of my content. Okay, I write to my people. So I don't use anybody's content. Anything you see, a video, a song, it belongs to someone. You can't just use things anyhow. You understand me? So y'all better learn. Don't come to my page and see something that the free said and carry it and go and post on your page. Then they will tell you that you will reduce the speed or increase the speed. Baba, unless I don't see it. If I see it, I'm coming after you. So, and Judy did not give me permission to use her content. So I can't use it. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok, or double click it, double click it, double click it. However, I can read out what she said. So if you go to Stella Dimoku's page, Stella Dimoko Corcus, she's verified. She put the picture up, and she says, if you are one of those supporting or attacking Nollywood actor Edochie for his actions of recent, this is what she said, then you need to read these shocking words from his second wife. That's from Stella Dimoku. I watched the video. She sounded like she can beat up a lion in the forest. That's Stella's opinion. She said, this man lost his first son, and you want to tell him how to mourn. You want to tell him how to behave. Wait till you lose your own, then you can show us how it's done. Till then, shut up. As long as you have not experienced the pain, shut up. If you don't have anything good to say, just shut up. Because you don't know what has been happening. You don't know what he has been going through since April last year. You don't know what he had to endure till today. And he doesn't owe you that story. It is left for him and his God. But what will you do? But what you will do is to mind your business. This man left home in the midst of unbearable pain. He had to go back to work because if not, who will train his children? Who will pay his bills? Who will take care of his children? Who will feed them? Who will bring money? He is a man. He went back to work because he needed to go to work. But no, it's a problem for you people. You see miserable people that have not controlled their own home, coming to tell him, why are you? It's not just, is it not just 1 month or 2 weeks or 2 days? How is that your business? How does it affect you personally? Then the next one, you see him trying to show strength. You see him looking for reasons to continue living. And then you come out to condemn it. You are not supposed to be laughing. If he wants me to dance for him till my legs start breaking, I'll dance from now till 150 hours. I'll do dance-a-thon. If he needs me to sing from here to next year, for him to laugh and be happy, whatever he needs, he gets, because you don't know what you do if you are in that situation. So don't try to tell somebody else what to do. It's not everything you say. It's not everything you put your mouth into. You don't know what's happened. You don't know what he continued on the next page. But before we go back to the next page to continue, there's some, I want to take it one by one. You know, I said this from the beginning. You cannot mourn for someone. You see, the Japanese people say you need 3 things in life to be happy. 1, someone to love. 2, something to do. And 3, something to hope for. If you don't have someone to love you and someone you love, and if you don't have something you're doing, and if you don't have something to hope for, you will struggle to be alive. Many of us tend to look at, oh yeah, what he did to his wife May, blah 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 blah. In as much as I will never support what he did to me in any way or form, Yul is a grown man. Over the years, I have learned that it's not everything I think I know I can understand. I was told a story of a 82-year-old man who was fighting with his wife, who is about 61, for knacks. It's not like the woman did not even give him. He finished one, he wanted to do another one. Nine caused their fight. So when you see something like that, let me tell you something. Forget anything you want to say. An 80-year-old man that is at his prime, how does he handle a 60-year-old menopausal woman that is way past her prime? By 61, most women are inside menopause. How do you think they can handle it? So I have come to the realization that sometimes a woman is not enough for a man. And the worst time to say it is this feminist era, where you marry a woman and the woman is busying herself with what she thinks is necessary and important. And then the man is there and it's not. I'm not saying this was the situation. I'm just saying what I've learned. Because I used to believe, there was a time I used to say one man, one woman. That's what I do. But maybe I'm lucky enough to have a good woman and I'm blessed enough to be able to stay in one place. But those who are not, how do we handle them? Someone said a man is not enough for a woman. I'm sorry. I will not preach equality. Instead, I will preach equity. I will treat this as a Christian, Muslim, Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. Those are the points I make my reference from. Neither of these religions or tribes allows a woman to have more than one husband, or allows a woman to have more than one man satisfying her. And all of these tribes and religions, at one point or the other, had polygamy. Some still have polygamy till today. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to join you in that Abrodarian Western world. A man and a woman are equal. I'm not going to join you on that. I am referencing Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, the three main tribes in Nigeria. Wazobia, Wa Yoruba, Zo Hausa, and Bia Igbo. Wazobia. And I'm also referencing Christianity and Islam and our local indigenous religions. All of them accept polygamy. A man can have more than one wife. None of them accept a woman can have more than one husband. So if that is what you want, you are not going to get it from me. I have no backup for you. I cannot quote you Quran. I cannot quote you Bible. I cannot quote you Ifa. I cannot quote you Shango. Neither can I quote you Igbo law, Hausa law, or Yoruba law. So that thing you want to do, you will have to use Canadian law to judge it. I cannot preach it for you. I am not saying polygamy is okay. Don't misquote me. Someone said, I don't know who Jesus is. He doesn't exist, by the way. The Savior's name is Yahushua. Jesus is you see, when you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, these are the kind of foolishness that will be going up and down with you. You begin to accept the Western definition of your faith, of your ideology. Christ never specifically said a man should marry only one woman. There's nowhere from his mouth I said it. Paul said a deacon should be a husband of one wife. Christ never. And there's nowhere in the Bible where polygamy was considered sin. I dare you to show it to me. Or fornication. Polygamy was considered fornication. Show it to me. Someone said, now, would I advise you to go into polygamy? Absolutely not. I can't advise it because of its plenty issues. But I also cannot condemn it. I will advise you Davina Jones says nonsense talk. Your papa, where they set trap for the rat, where una go chop this night. Eh? Ekwe mote ma jesun. Baba en dek pakute. Aye, baba e bito tin dek pakute oni da. You know go better for your papa. That your papa, we born you, where they set pakute for a mo inside bush. That your rat, that your papa go di e ma gbanon. Ma wo wiri. You come my life, you say nonsense talk. You think say I be like your papa because he not go still catch that rat. He go still come home, come lie to your mama. Nine be the nonsense talk person. Baba e wa no o wa loko e mo. O mo no koriko. Won lanu e. Ati e joko gidi. Inside some people backyard nine they find them all. Tó bá rough fun gan. O wa jeni. Your mates dey where they chop turkey wings. Baba en lé emo kiri nugbo. Wa wá sí live mi wá so guso. Èmi àti ajora ni. Please, can I continue? As a free nation doctrine, now there is church doctrine, there is Christian doctrine, there is Pauline doctrine, and there is free nation doctrine. I'll take that again. There is church doctrine, that the church, it might be biblical or not, but the church has accepted it as their doctrine. There is Christian doctrine. Christian doctrine comprises, the Hello Foundation sent me $50. Thank you so much on YouTube. Christian doctrine comprises of Christ and Paul, where their teaching is the same. That's Christian, proper sound Christian doctrine. Then there is Christ doctrine, what Christ taught. Then there is Pauline doctrine, the things Paul taught that only Paul taught. The hair love undone said I should cut down on the abuse. Okay. For the next 15 minutes, I'm not going to yap anybody. For the next 15 minutes, make them to not cross me. I go quiet. So, Pauline, there are things that Paul said that nobody gave him the power to say it, but he just said it and nobody asked him. The more you study Acts chapter 15 and Acts chapter 21, you understand how limited Paul's power was. Meanwhile, now they write plenty, now they talk plenty because it's a bit talk past other people. Now, you have specific church doctrine. That is like free nation doctrine. In the free nation, which is our church doctrine, I do not advise polygamy. If you are a polygamist and you come to my church, I will not tell you go to hell. It's a lie. Polygamy cannot take you to hell. Polygamy is not adultery. Never has been. Adultery, biblically, and according to the Torah and according to Jewish tradition, is when a man, married or single, sleeps with a married woman. If a man, married or single, sleeps with a single woman, the penalty is not adultery. And the crime is not adultery, and the penalty is he must marry her. Adultery carries capital punishment. I've explained this with scripture properly. I'm not going to go into it today. So if you are a polygamist and you come to my church, I will not tell you to go and divorce one of your wives. I will not tell you, if you are a woman, I will not tell you, oh, you are a polygamous woman, your husband has 3 wives. I will not tell you, go and leave your husband. I will not tell you that. I will also not tell you that what you are doing will take you to hellfire, because if I tell you that, I'm a liar. It does not. Polygamy is not any basis for the things that will take you to hellfire. Your pastors will go there before polygamists. Nigerian GOs will be in hell, drinking kunu before polygamists enter. But I advise against it because I came from a polygamous home. And I know what we went through and what we are going through and what we are still going to go through. Is not beans. So, but you see, I am clever enough to say this one, God did not interpret it to me. God did not send me. I am advising you based on my experience. Avoid it if you can. Now, if you are very rich and you come from a family with high libido, as a man, I'm not opening that chapter for you women. Because like I said, Wazobia and Islam, Christianity, and traditional religion As an African, those are what I consider. I don't consider what the American thinks. That's his business. That's why I'm not living in America with him. I don't consider what the Canadian or the British man thinks. Like I said, that's their business. Neither do I consider their legal system because I'm not subject to it. I'm an African man and I need to talk like an African man. And in Africa, we have 3 religions: Christianity, Islam, and our local religion. It's as simple as that. Don't let this feminism and this Oyibo people, don't let them fool you. You will cry on your own. Once you don't enter 40, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. You see how it is. Don't let them fool you. So, like I said, I do not preach polygamy. If you're watching on TikTok, double click that screen. Who's my number 1 gifter? Oh, yeah, I'm looking for my number 1 gifter. Ayobami is my number 1 gifter. And my number 2 gifter is Blessing. God bless you, Blessing. Very cute Blessing. Oh, yeah, pop my money guns. Let me see those money guns popping. If you're watching on YouTube, send super chats and super stickers. If you're watching on Facebook, oh wow, I've gotten some stars. Let me give a big shout out to the people who got me stars on Facebook. How are you doing? Big shout out to Florence Fala and Loaded J. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to send me stars, you're watching on Instagram, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll down to today's video, bottom left hand corner, you will see how to buy my stars. Okay, so let me go back to what I was saying. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. So like I was saying, yeah, polygamy, although accepted by our local cultures and religions, your father is either a Muslim, Christian, or a local traditional worshiper. 99% of you, your parents were either Christians, Muslims, or traditional worshippers. None of you are Buddhist or Shintoist, so let's leave it. Let's focus on the one we know and understand. So, like I said, I do not advise polygamy. But in certain situations, when a man is very wealthy and he has a high libido and he can care for many wives, I do not see why he can't. I will not sit down here and say it is going to take him to hellfire. I'll just tell him that the wahala dey long, make you dey careful. Now, there's some men who have married women who have low libido. Now, long punishment. Because a man charges every day. A woman can fire today and tomorrow her body has come down and she's okay. A man needs to fire more regularly. And if you are one of those men, somebody say, bro, go sleep. They don't tell me. Somebody pay $50, say, make I no cost person. That's why I no go tell you, say, your papa mouth, they smell where in day. So I no go just curse you. I go just block you. Make you go join your papa inside that lizard hunting competition where in day. And block you with it. So all of you saying polygamy has a lot of complications. Oh yes, you're correct. You are 100% correct. Polygamy has a lot of complications, but hellfire is not one of the complications. Don't let your pastor fool you. Now, polygamy disrespects the woman. But you see, these days it's hard to please women. It's hard to please women. Because if you decide to have a side chick to be servicing your needs, instead of marrying her, the woman will still complain, say you cheat on her. So, damn you do, you don't. But you see, in this particular situation, we cannot make up Yule's mind for him. He's a grown-up. He woke up one day and said he wanted to be polygamous. We all bashed him. And we all expected May to move on since she didn't want to be part of it. Sad as it is, I love her. She's such a beautiful, wonderful lady. But you see, this has been a year coming. We don't know what is going through in his house. And may we never know it, is a prayer. Maybe if you've mourned a child before, you can understand. But like I told you, the Japanese proverb says, for you to be happy in life, you need three things: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. And you'll be okay. In a situation like his, what do you think? In as much as we might have bashed him in the past or whatever, what do you think? As a human being, what do you think? It's not that guy might be going through a lot. Judy just confirmed that he's actually going through a lot, and he went through a lot. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Double click, double click, double click. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. Who's my number one gifter? I want to see that number one gifter. Oh yeah, we have follow my number one gifter. Someone said he should end the first marriage. I only wish you know what a dissolution of marriage in Nigeria involves. My own that was fast took 5 years. 5 years. I filed in 2014, and I think I got it in 2019 or 2020. 2020 inside COVID, 6 years. No, 2015 to 2020, 5 years. 5 years. I filed for dissolution in 2020, January. Sorry, 2015, and got it 2020. And man was fast. Taste Bud Zone took 9 years. 9 grueling years. So, if you is 37 and you want, you don't know, first things first, let me first tell you what happens with divorce. When I say when I no do again, every family member that you meet will want to tell you why you should continue, and they will advise you. That advice takes 1 year. That's, you have not yet filed, you're just tired of the marriage. They will tell you try it again. Marriage is never rosy. That advice period now 1 whole year. Some people own na 2 years. Then they finally gather the courage to file for the divorce. Now, anybody you date during the process of the divorce, according to our Nigerian system, that is bent. You know, everything in Nigeria that is bent. Anybody you date or you sleep with or you give belle during the period of the divorce, even if the two of you have not lived together for 3 years, they will consider it adultery. It makes no sense, in my opinion. As in, it makes 0 sense. But they consider it adultery, and they will fight you with it. So you've got to understand that ending a marriage in Nigeria is not something you walk in and out of a courtroom and it's over. So those of you saying you should have ended it, and he ends it and the marriage ends 10 or 5 years later, come on. That's why people are not getting married abroad. I don't want to marry you and have to give you my house and share it. So I will not marry. If I lived abroad and I worked abroad, I'm not going to marry you. If I like Allah, I'm not going to marry. I go just get girlfriend where they live with. I not go do a marriage. And if I live in a town that recognizes common law marriage, I will make sure we live separately. I get guy we do am. He get one small room where they live, and he get Porsche convertible, Carrera convertible where they park in front of. He lives in a 2-bedroom flat. His wife lives in a mansion. He is paying some of it. Baba, he goes there 3-4 times a week. He stays on his own the rest. She comes to visit him too sometimes. Baba, he keep him like that. He keep him like that. So abroad domesticates men. And in as much as they will argue that our men in Nigeria are too toxic and blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, I agree. But abroad is not the solution for Nigeria's madness. Abroad is another type of madness. It's like saying syphilis is better than HIV. Syphilis is just another very bad form of, because it is curable. If you have it full blown, if you even prefer HIV itself. In Nigeria, to divorce is hard. So sometimes when the marriage is not favoring the men, they can just say, you know what, let me just take a second wife. A lot of people also stay in marriages because of their children. The children do not need you to be married to be good parents. And that is what you people fail to understand. You don't need to be married to be parents. You can both be great parents without marrying. So say, you don't see Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm telling you. No, but they're not stupid. You don't see Cristiano Ronaldo wife as she fine. But you don't want to marry him. Because you don't say if you marry him, that's half of his salary. Half of his net worth. Somebody says, so what if Tasteball say make you jackpot? I know the jackpot go anywhere. I don't talk this thing many times before. Nothing they carry me cross that border unless na holiday. To make I come there, can't they leave? No, I feel go there 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 1 month. After that, nothing. Now, we need to address all the. If you're watching on YouTube, where are my super chats and super stickers? If you're watching on TikTok, double click that screen, double click it, double click it, double click it. Double click it. Someone said, so true. A lot of people stay in marriage for the children's sake. You are not doing the children any good. Let me tell you something. You will keep transmitting to the next generation a level of bitterness that they don't need to have. They don't need to have that level of bitterness. They will see resentment. They will make poor marriage choices. When you stay in a bad marriage, your children will be prone to making poor marriage choices. Say after me, poor marriage choices. Very poor marriage choices. Blessing is my number 1 gifter. Ayobami is my number 2 gifter. I want to see who my number 1 and my number 2 gifter are right there. House of Gold has joined us on TikTok. How are you doing, brother? Double click that screen, double click that screen, double click that screen. So now, beauty, they say, is in the eye of the beholder. What is beautiful to someone might not be beautiful to somebody else. And what is suffering to someone might not be suffering to somebody else. So when they say you are suffering in marriage, it might be suffering to me and you, but it's not suffering to that person. But you see, let me tell you, staying in a bad marriage enables your children to make poor relationship choices. They look at the two of you, and by poor relationship choices, I mean the relationship they should be in and relationship they should not be in. They will get out of good relationships for flimsy reasons, and they'll get into bad relationships or stay in bad relationships for silly reasons. God bless you, House of Gold. Thank you so much. Now my number 1 gifter has taken over from Blessing. So we need to connect on this level. If you don't want your children to make poor relationship choices, make sure you have a healthy union. And when the union is not healthy, be bold enough to leave the union. Marriage is not by force. And I noticed a trend. Okay, let me not just go there. Now, children, be careful how you handle your divorced parents or your divorcing parents. Your father is your father, not your husband. You expect daughter privileges from your father, not wife privileges. Your mother is not your girlfriend. She is your mother. She might be a useless wife, but a great mother. Don't take your mother as a bad mother because she's a bad wife. It is not her business to be your wife. She might be a bad wife to your father, but still manage and be a good mother to you. I don't know if I'm connecting with you. So children need to be very careful. Let me finish the Judy Austin story, and then tell you what Yule did, and then still continue. So like I said, I was reading from official Stella Dimoko Caucus page. You can find it there. She said it's not, this is Judy talking. It's not everything you put mouth. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what he sees at home. You don't know what he's going through, what he's enduring. How can you sit in your house and the way another person is living his life is busting your head? Have you ever seen him tell you how to live your own life? This man is a great man. Quote me anywhere in the world, Edochie is a great man. And no amount of evil lies spreading around, no amount of deceit, no amount of manipulation by anyone will ever bring him down. You people came late. Come for me and I'll come for you. Come for Udogu and I'll come for you 1,000 times over. I'm waiting for any one of you. He has a right to mourn how he wants. You cannot tell a man how to mourn. Who does that? Who born you? Who are you? Who are you to tell a man how to mourn? Anybody that has any opinion on it? Who are you to tell a man how to mourn? If he wakes up and the only thing he wants to do is dance and post, he will dance and post. If he wakes up and the only thing he wants to do is talk and post, he will talk and post. Your own is to mind your business. If you feel he's not mourning correctly, you wait until you lose your own child, then show us how to do it correctly. A man that takes care of his children, he pays their school fees, transportation, down to the littlest things. You can't bring him down. Edochie is a liberal man. He can't force you to do his bidding. He is the best actor. He has entertained the world. You can't bring him down. You see, people have different personalities. And I'm stuck in between my love for May and me understanding Judy's personality. This is her personality. I don't understand it, but I'm not supposed to understand it because she's not my wife or my girlfriend. If you understand it and is happy with it, I think we should all let them breathe. In my humble opinion, I think we should let them breathe. Because in as much as we want to put our mouths, someone said her personality is wickedness. You don't know me, oh. I can be like that sometimes. Oh. I am not, and taste buds too is like me in that regard. We don't know how to de-escalate a matter. I'm not a very good politician. I will tell you as it is. And that's one of the reasons why my dad and I didn't get along for a very long time. Because my dad would still expect you to respect him inside. And there are some things I will tell you, why am I respecting you? You say I'm badly brought up, but in this particular thing you are wrong. I need to tell you that you are wrong. You understand? Now, a lot of people are saying she should stay out of it. There's no way they are going to sue you for divorce that it will not meet her. So you can't tell her to stay out of it unless May is discreet enough to file her divorce papers without mentioning Judy. But the moment she mentions Judy in her file, they don't turn enemy. So I believe that there are two types of divorce. Otisumimi o shemo divorce. And by the time I'm done with you, divorce. Me and my ex, my own was Otisumi, divorce. I didn't fight her for the kids. I didn't drag anything with her. Of course, I'm not going to give you any of my property. That's impossible. I'm not taking anything that I own. Leave it. Forget that one that is. I will not give you 2%. What is 2%? I will not give you 0.5%. Half of 1%. I not go give you. And not instead I go sell and chop and use and drink beer by myself. But my ex chose the I hear my budget, which I go use UC style of divorce. And it estranges people. That is why I have no relationship with my kids. For over 7 years, I don't get to talk to them because of the method of dissolution my ex chose. If the two of us had chosen I will not take the children from you. I will not tell you cannot travel with the children. I will not. It's just that you cannot put, there are some decisions you make. If you move them to a new school, you will have to pay that school fees. Now, so me I did. Or you come and meet me and ask me, inside the school fees of the children, how much do I have? I will now tell you how much I have. But that you upgrade children's school and then expect me to pay it, Iran, I will not answer you. As you did, and I get where I come from. Now from small, we dey watch where they light winch, fire, and light. My heart, they hard. So I chose a path of, it's not working. We know it's not working. We don't need a soothsayer to sit down and tell us that it is not working. We don't need a prophet to prophesy and say, raise keribis, karaba, what God cannot do does not exist. This your marriage is not working, even though what God cannot do does not exist. I doubt if you can do this. We don't need, we knew it was not working. You knew, I knew it was not working. But because she felt I moved on too quickly, she was determined to fight me in everything. As in, you have no idea how she fought me in everything. Do you know when she traveled abroad with the children, my lawyers asked for my children's number abroad, where from 17 you don't own your own motor. She gave me her own number to contact the children. I Google send the number message, no response. It just got to a point I just say, you know what, I thank God I'm not childless. And I thank God I'm the leader of a nation of many people who I can even consider my children. So before we deviate, there are two ways to end a marriage. One, it's not working, let's end. And what I will do to you for leaving me, or what I will do to you for trying to end this marriage, that also determines a lot. So if this particular marriage, if they're going to end it as of, okay, it's not working, you are with Judy now, I can't take it, I can't deal, I'm leaving, no problem, let everybody go, okay. They sit down and they divide the assets, they sort out the children custody, they sort out the kids, everybody moves his own, they will be fine. But if it becomes contentious, if you no dey careful, if he go prison self, if you no dey careful, because there is bigamy in Nigerian law, that is why I always tell men, if you are polygamous, please don't marry in church and don't marry in court. Church wedding is a foolish thing. There's nowhere in the Bible where the church was given authority to marry people. Me and you know is Oyinbo people's traditional marriage that we turn to our own because we obviously don't have sense. But whether it's a doctrinal matter or not, that's for the doctrine. Let me tell you, if you marry in court, you can't practice polygamy. But if you marry traditionally, you can marry as many women as you like. But the problem is, they will tell you, you see, men, una don't dance, foolish. You will know, say one woman no reach you, waiting concern you with church wedding. Must you be hypocritical inside everything in your life? The only Christian wedding that exists, there was one, not even a Christian wedding, the only wedding Christ attended, he went there to give them alcohol, new John chapter 2. He did not go there to pray over the wedding. He did not go there to bless the couple. Nothing concern him. He would join couple in Jesus' name. Who tell you say Jesus get time? Anyway, Oyinbo people, Jesus get time for their foolishness. Yahushua attended the wedding. Their wine finished. He gave them new wine. That was his work. End. So church wedding is a scam, and for you that want to be polygamous in the future, it will rob you into court wedding, because when you marry in church, they take the register to court. So men, listen to me. If you know you have polygamous tendencies, do not marry in church or court. Marry in your village traditionally. It ends once you have married traditionally. The traditional wedding is more potent, more powerful, more recognized even by God than church and court wedding. Abraham, Laban, you don't forget Laban. Go and read it. They said our tradition. That's how they married women in the Bible. Even the marriage that Christ attended in John chapter 2 was a traditional wedding, was not a church wedding. So your traditional wedding is very potent. Now, women, on the other hand, the opposite is for you. If you want protection in your marriage, insist on court wedding. Church wedding is of no consequence. Court is the wedding. So after your tradition and traditional do court, it will protect you when it comes to the children. It does not protect the men, but it protects the women. Right? It will protect you as a woman. Thank you so much, Osilama, popping those flowers. Oh, wow. Osilama. Is he going to dislodge House of Gold? House of Gold is my number one gifter. House of Gold, baddest guy ever liveth. House of Gold is my number one gifter. Osilama is my number two gifter. Munachi Kenneth is my number three gifter. Keep popping those money guns. That's right. Keep popping those money guns. If you're enjoying the live, double click the screen. Double click that screen. Double click that screen. Osilama, thank you very much. Now let me continue. Women, protect yourselves. I will never advise a free nation woman to allow a man marry her without a court wedding, because that way you are now setting yourself up for drags in the future. Church wedding na babanla scam, na Yahoo, we know. Someone said, is the customary court certificate recognized? Why do you need a customary court wedding? No be you and person they marry, una no waiting una they marry. So as a polygamous man, As a polygamous man, stay away from court. As a woman that wants protection, ensure you have court. One yardstick does not work for the two. Don't let them fool you. It's to 8 now. Sorry, I had to attend to some family-ish. So one, there's no one size fits all. The one way favor men, they different from the one way favor women. So as a free nation woman, court protects you. As a free nation man, court does not favor you. Tradition protects you. So there must be an understanding. There must be an understanding. I don't know if I'm connecting to you. There must be an understanding. Small Chief just sent me a money gun. Thank you so much, Small Chief. Big shout out to you. Now, many of you young men, you listen to advice from pastor. Pastor where they follow, you get your papa genes. I sure you know say your papa like more than one woman. But the pastor where you follow, they tell you saying get only one wife. Meanwhile, he did not half choir. Between him and choir master, they share the choir. They divide the choir with ruler. If you know what's in the happen for church, they do Twitter and the other. They say fear choir girl. Me, I know if you marry choir girl for my life. Say they sing for choir is a, how do they call it? As in it is a usher still better small. Choir. Pastor and choir master, they use ruler, divide them. Say, okay, this is not your own, this is not my own. Then they divide them like sheep and goats. Red flag is a baba. Say they sing for choir. How long would you need? No. I know me personally, and I don't go advise anybody where I know. Now my opinion, no. If you like, marry pastor wife, self. Now you know. It is a deal breaker for me because I don't see what choir master and pastor they use church people do, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Now, this dingbat called Augie Official says, leave pastor talk about people that has messed up the country. First of all, you need to go back to school and go back wherever you are. Just go and start from primary 3 again. May them buy you one book where they call Brighter Grammar. Because first of all, you dance and your grammar bad. Because this thing where you write now total nonsense. Then make I school you. How did you get on my Instagram page? By having an Instagram page too, right? You can't comment on my Instagram page with text message. You cannot comment with WhatsApp. Neither can you comment with Facebook or email. For you to comment on my page, you have to have an Instagram account. That's your Instagram account. Use and talk about the people that messed up the country. Use your own Instagram handle. Me, I've chosen my hustle. Do you go and tell a doctor to come and supervise a building? Or do you tell a lawyer to come and do operation? I don't tell you. Even still, yes, you want me to come here and sit down that Tinubu spoiled the country. I will sit down and use this opportunity to remind you again that if Peter Obi was in power, the country would not be 1 inch better. Bongo Lee and Brume were live yesterday, and the two of them agreed that no other person could have done anything within the short period. So what do you want me to come and tell about the people that spoiled the country? The people that spoiled the country 60 years ago? Or the people that sat down and drafted the constitution that is turning the country on its head? That's what you want me and you to be sitting down and talking about. Then tomorrow your wife will leave you. You will now have this same problem that they are having. You will now be looking for who to give you advice. But Otishori Buruku Latile. ó yàwọ́ gọ́tà wọ́n ní kò yàwọ́ títí ó dẹ̀ yàwọ́ gọ́tà ó dẹ̀ believe pé gọ́tà jẹ́ ọ̀nà ó dẹ̀ ń gba gọ́tà ó dẹ̀ ń rìn nu gọ́tà gọ́tà dẹ̀ ń ra ẹ̀ lẹ́rọ̀fọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ń ṣe pọ̀tọ̀pọ̀tọ̀ nu gọ́tà ó dẹ̀ believe pé ó wà right nílé ayékáyé tó wá. This miss road you missed and enter this life, do not ever come to my page again. I will have a big signboard behind me. No grazing for herbivores. Ruminants, stay away from my page. Go and chew the cord under a bridge. Koto se pako bienu adaba mosi. O madaba mosi. Orenu adaba mosi. Oni baba on madman. Se wo dada die money. Jada no wiri. Mo block yala ye. A person go come your life, go tell you waiting to talk about. Do you people want to hear about the people that messed up the country? How many people want us to talk about the people that messed up the country? Let's put it to vote. How many people want us to talk about the people that messed up the country? Tell me, how many people want us to talk about the people that messed up the country? Answer me, how many of you, maybe you are all here, full here, inside house. How many of you want us? We don't want. Talk about it another day. We are talking about serious issues. You are telling us to come and talk about what you want me to come and sit down here and tell you, Tinubu, that the fuel subsidy. Listen, whether you like it or not, you will pay fuel subsidy. Subsidy will stop one day because the government cannot continue borrowing to pay it. We are cry. Cry. All of us are suffering it. Money has devalued. Small chief, keep popping those money guns. That's right, small chief. Osilama is my number one gifter. Big shout out to Osilama. Big shout out to him. My number two gifter is small chief. Oh my goodness, they're popping those money guns. Small chief and Osilama. Blessing, how are you doing, my gorgeous darling? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Keep popping those money guns. That's right. My number one gifter. Everybody follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. Osilama from Dartford, Kent. Big shout out to you, brother. My number one gifter. Osilama, I'll give you a special shout out if you're my number one gifter. If you're watching on YouTube, where are my super chats? Someone said, Daddy Freeze, you are also a pastor. So does that mean your female choir members? I want, you see. Not all pastors, but many pastors, they share choir mistress and choir people. But let me tell you something here. We don't run a physical church. So my connection with women in the church is mostly online. I try to restrict physical contact as much as possible. It helps. Someone says, how can I give here, Daddy Freeze? Is unless you use Zenith Bank. Somebody should help me with my account. 100-131-7326 Zenith Bank. That's for somebody asked, how do I give here? 50L. 50L. So I hope you heard that. That's it, 50L. Should I continue? So let me continue, yeah. If you're watching on TikTok, double click that screen, double click it, double click that screen. Follow my number one gifter. Make my number one gifter feel special. My number one gifter feel special. Make my number two gifter feel more special than my number one gifter, so my number two gifter becomes my number one gifter. Make them feel special. Oh yeah, it's an assignment I'm giving you. Oh yeah, pop my money guns. You can see my money guns. Pop them, pop them, pop them. Pop my money guns. Pop those money guns. House of Gold is my number one money gun buyer, and Small Chief is my number two money gun buyer. Keep popping those money guns. So those that said, how can I send here? Let me give the account. 100-131-7326. I'm going to continue with the topic. I just want to answer the person that wanted my account. 100-131-7326. Now, let's go back. Someone said I should pin the account. Who can help me pin the account? You know, see how they do this work. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Nke Chidulum, Zenith Bank, pin 1011317. No, you didn't get it right. There's 73. There's a 3. Okay, Esther Mori, you have my GT. Check your Facebook too. Oh yeah, Facebook people. Let me give a shout out to them. Is that my GT? I'm not sure. I don't know my GT well. Mirabelle, thank you so much. When a man is creepy and promiscuous, who cares? What happens then? Jail is the name. Don't mess with me, please. You see, marriage is a very tough thing. Oluwa West, big shout out to you. Marriage is a very tough thing. Someone said, my money don't wiggle, wiggle. It jingle, jingle. 100-131-7326. That is it. Zenith Bank. Connor just got a pin. That is it. Zenith Bank. Hey! Ogogo! Ogogo! My sister, Ogogo Jacinta. That's it. She got it. All right. I've tried. 100-131-7326. Zenith Bank. All of you asking. So let me continue here. Men, your woman will be smart enough to draw you into a court wedding. If you know there is a polygamous bone in your body, just one out of all the bones in your body, just one bone they polygamous, no go court. It will mess you up. Women, it's not how do you advise two people? You make sure you go to court. You make sure you don't go to court. Because court does not favor the men. It favors women. Tradition favors men. When it comes to polygamy, when it comes to cheating, as a man, you want to be having, if you are abroad, don't marry. If you are abroad, men don't marry. They will turn you to puppy. They will turn you to puppy. One swear the chihuahua. Oma di chihuahua ni. Don't marry abroad. What if I want jackpot? If una jackpot, they careful. If una jackpot, they careful. Abdul Sali, if you jackpot, they careful. Oma swear the chihuahua. They go turn you to chihuahua. Full-blooded man for Naija. Na chihuahua abroad. Oma swear the chihuahua. One chihuahua lies eh? They will chihuahualize you. You'll become a puppy. Man abroad. Oh, it will be like say I'm giving you bad advice. Not gree marry you. If you want marry, come Nigeria, marry, give your wife belle, leave her for Nigeria. Oh no. Oh man, this is gonna shut down my Facebook. No. They go jackpot at your own risk. And if you want marry, no marry Cheesy. Oh, Cheesy they give number. Oh. Cheesy, I see you. I'm telling you, it's hard to advise. No, so your children will go school for Nigeria. They come abroad, can't do holiday. It's hard, but na school of na hustlers university now I learn Andrew Tate. Can you guys see me on YouTube? The voice is gone on YouTube. Once the numbers start dropping like this. Zuluvek said begging for money. My problem with you is you are so dense. You don't even have sense. At what point did I beg for money? Somebody actually begged me to send my account. You are saying I'm begging for money. As in, if your father decided that his whole life he wants to be useless, must you be useless like your father so they can say you are his carbon copy? Oh, Mokori Buruku lo fe ba tan sha. Do you know that each time you look in the mirror, what you see is Oriburuku? Each time you glance at a mirror, you see the reflection of an Oloshi, an Akushe, an Oloriburuku, an Alaida. You see a Kiniburuku looking back at you. If I were you, I'll make sure no house I ever live in has a mirror inside. Omo, that call that came in just yanked everything on my phone, man. I had 600 people watching on Facebook. It dropped to 180. Finish. It's logging me out. Oh no, man. Oh no. Maybe I have to end Facebook and start it again. As in, we had 600 people watching on Facebook just because a call came in. I think I'm going to be using a. Okay, the numbers are rising back again. Facebook, can you go ahead? The numbers are back to it dropped to like 180 from 600. It's now back on 391. So okay, 403. All right, the numbers are going back up again. No. If I don't respond to you, you will think it. You see, my problem is once I fire anybody, they never come back. They never come back here. As in, they see they see my page and they are traumatized by what happened the last time they misfired. So they just avoid it. It works like, it doesn't mean I don't like them. It doesn't mean I don't love the person. It just means that's the only language Nigerians understand. Nigerians understand two language, curse and cane. As I know if he cane them, make they curse them so their head go take correct. Nigerian man don't be like Oyibo. You want practice democracy for Nigeria. You are wasting your time. I want to need the egba. I remember growing up during the military regime. Military can just decide say they want flog you to test their flogging ability, whether they sabi flog or not. They go just flog you. Baba, you will just be alright. You will have sense. I was telling people a story one day. Me and Taste Buds were coming home. We're coming from that. We went to Spa. So coming from Spa, we enter at former Owando. Once you enter, make a left into Owando and then a right, you are in front of Stillwater Gardens. On that Stillwater Gardens road, because there was traffic linking the express, that's the Lekki Ekpe Expressway, the cars were now moving slowly. So because our own road where few people going, more of the people were coming because it was heavy traffic going towards Aja. We were going towards our estate. So we're like 5 cars going and like 300 cars coming. Do you know, in front of our car, like 5 cars just got on the wrong lane and drove all the way to the front of our car and blocked the road. There were 2 guys, one guy in a Range and one guy in an Uber. Everybody, they bled their horns, they no answer. People can't come down, come tell them, say, me they reverse. They say, lie, they no go reverse. Instead, they want to make these cars pass. Say, once those cars pass, they go chook head. We were there for 1 hour begging these people. Now, so soldier, where they do patrol, JJ just come. As they just land, they say, waiting they happen. They just go. I don't know how this thing don't make camera. They just go, the Uber guy. Just open the car, begin to flog him and the passenger. Baba, the Range guys see the flogging. If you see the way he use reverse, take run. This was clap, say yes. Baba, I dash those soldiers 10K. I call them. I say, God will bless you. F democracy. You are what we need in this country. The Range can't run, can't reverse, can't go stop. As I don't dash the soldier 10K onto the work where they want to do before they can't dey ginger. Now they pursue Range guy. If nobody say Range, they climb coverts. If no be say range dey climb covet, hey, wetin that Uber chop go be small compared to wetin that range go chop. Baba sádànù pẹ̀lú range ó wọ gbó dádànù. Anybody that does not understand Nigeria will say it is brutality. Let me tell you, in this country, I need Yegba, we need Cain. This boy said it. If not that we be, as in we're begging these people for 1 hour. But what range and they pose by? Lori one way. A grown man posing on one way. You see abroad, you don't need to do anything. Just take his number plate. The police will not want it. They go just go, deduct all the money within your account as fine. You go just go house. As in, they will just give a fine of £2,000. Say you obstruct the whole road. By the time they give you the fine, finish. Any money you make, as you are making it, they are deducting it. As you are making it, they are deducting it. Baba, any day you show up for the police, they don't need chase you. Only you go their station, say, waiting happen. They'll come catch you there for their station. Come seize your license. Do you know how many people are living abroad and can never drive again? Tasteboard said, if we were not here, we will never have known what it was like if they no frustrate us. Say if somebody had gone there and recorded the video, they now came to play it for you. You now be crying, oh, Nigeria is just a jungle. Oh, what are they doing to civilians? Baba, as in one not defend what best man no but buy at passenger. You know, soldier no say now you be passenger, now you be driver. Not just open the door, they just start to give them bilala. Say, as in Yahweh me. You hold the whole road for hostage and then they beg you. And as in the caning. Tawai. And you know soldiers, they flog with cord. I just want to give them poker. As in, one day if you get guitar, you play guitar to that beating. You hear tickum. As in the beating, they get real. As this one they collect pakam. You just hear pakam. And nobody there said, do you know the reason why they did not record, they did not stop them? Because we're all tired. Just hear yeah. All you needed to do was put piano. I swear, if SARS they there, or waiting be name, this my brother with the Yankee. No, Sam Clef. I swear, if Sam Clef did there, Sam Clef could generate beats where go turn hits for the, inside that thing. They say relocation is the solution. We don't need relocate. We just need flog some people. Everybody will be okay. What can need the Egbani? They needed Cain. They needed something called pankere. I don't know. Many of you are abroadarians, so you might not know what pankere is. But oh, they needed that pankere, and oh, they got it. They got a full dose of pankere. As they begin to give the guy rhythm, the range guy, Siam, Koboko Deni, as in you will hear the whistle in the air. Waka. Beating any rhythm. Baba range was no reverse, you would light up ni because everybody don't off their. Baba everybody off their engine, come down, begin the looks, begin to beg these two people new. Now so the Mokorino range any reverse light, don't turn in ya be headlight motorcycle. Baba head juicy reverse. Range about best man. If you see the way they speed go, who want chop pankere? Beating we get redeem. Who want chop am? Baba, as they run, the soldier they pursue am. Baba they reverse. Hey, this ones will turn my hide. He just climb cover with him back tire. Biggie, just do your tongue. Big. Face another place. They can't look and say by the time they run, go catch her there, go don't go far. Now him waiting save him. Ah, they forgive him. The rhythm of the night. One Lulu, they will use the leather on his back to do drum. As in, I saw that. I just called one of them. I said, Baba, take. You are God sent. Now that one with the inside range, in need to. Ah, only thank you. So that we ready do wait for you on top. Say they no see one. You can't give them money to do their work. As far as I was concerned, they were doing their work. If those guys had one drop of conscience in their heart, they will not need to get to the level they got to. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. My people, I'm just feeling people on my TikTok today, man. I have a new number one gifter, Small Chief, my number one gifter, Small Chief. Big shout out, brother. My number two gifter, Femi. Amazing stuff. My number one and my number two gifter. Big shout out to you, Femi Rechi. Big shout out to you. Suncap Red Oil, I see you coming up. Ring Lovers 54. Oh yeah, pop those money guns. Pop my money guns. Who is going to send me a sports car after all these sweet gist where you hear today? Who's going to send me that sports car? Who's going to send me that sports car? So let me get back to what I was saying. Hey, 27th for lunch, oh my sister. 27th, oh, that's chai Thursday. Oh my God, why not? Okay, so let me continue what I was saying. So then, to all this, what Judy said, you now responded from his verified page. And this is what he said. He praised Judy Austin. He says, "You are not called Ijele Odogu for nothing. May the heavens reward and bless you, Judy Austin. Thank you for the support." So they enjoy the support where him they get. Come, but what's wrong with Brimo? Brimo don't know where limit day again. I hear saying they talk about Adekunle Gold wife. Wow. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day. So those are my thoughts. If you want to, obviously, you is enjoying something that we don't know and we don't understand. So we've got to be very, very careful with that. Someone said it's Judy that posted on Yule's page. For her to have access to his page so that she can go there and post. It's something. They have something going on. Cocoa boy. So, no one can confirm if Yule is the one responding or not. They both use each other's accounts, apparently. Yeah. Like tastebots can respond on my behalf. Me, in my former marriage, hey, my ex no they see my phone. What if she want use my phone do? Because any day she see my phone, now so she carry my phone one day. I know me, I'm always like, "Hi darling, what's up?" And when I saw one girl call me, hey love, we fight that fight for 2 weeks. The girl say, hey love, she was always looking for what to fight me with. And I'm never lacking in the resourcefulness of giving a woman what to fight me with. It's like I have bad luck. It's like I had, but let me tell you one story. There was this girl, yeah. She was in Unilag, very fine girl. That girl and I now got talking. She used to come to my office to assist a lady. My kind of girl, tall, curvy, pretty, you know. So, and I cannot lie, the girl, I didn't know how to put on. I was, as in the girl got there. It remained make I just as in, and she was fine and opened the door for it. So, what now happened was, we now even agree. Me, I couldn't follow and chat, I can't finally agree. Say, you know what? I'll go see him for Surulere. Surulere. Make I go see him. Aye. She told me, she now typed, I have the key to my cousin's room. Just come to Surulere. As in, she even got a venue. Till today I dey regret say I no go that Surulere. I swear to God I regret am. Guess what? So that I will not fall for the temptation, I now drove to ShopRite. I was not buying beads for my ex. I now went to buy beads just to do something to distract myself. I did not tell her I was not coming, but I didn't go. Like 2 days later, this thing caused trouble. Hey, like 2 days later, I just enter house. My ex just give me slap straight, and now they take before she slapped me. Waiting I do. Can't they mention the girl name? I say, you have read the chat. After inviting me to come and telling me she has the key and I did not go, did you not see the chat where she cussed me out and called me all sorts of names for not coming? That day I was supposed to go. Please, let's remember, it was the Saturday that I went to buy you bangle. Slap. I collect like 6 slap on top this particular matter. Not like this. If there was ever one I regretted not doing, that is the one. Because I for just enter the go through Larry. Then I for know say, okay, there's a reason. Because then I would have deleted that chat from my phone. I suffer twice. God bless you, Soso Benzo. So I suffered twice. I held my body. I restrained myself. And I still chopped like 8 slaps. As in, she was just issuing the slaps at will. Someone said that's cheating. Lie, that's not cheating. Even though I had the intention, at least today I will agree it's cheating. But at least give me some slack. At least I restrained myself. I held myself. I could not tell her no, I'm not coming, because it was a good offer. And to find Junta. Oh, kí mo fẹ́ something. Ọmọ yẹn rẹ̀ dùn. Ọmọ yẹn school. It no pain me. Waiting, you see, as in what pained me was that I actually fought and resisted this girl. I actually fought it. I held myself back. As in, all I needed to do was show up. I'm sure there will have been some food waiting. Oh no. And I didn't go. And then I can't collect slap on top. It's painful. It's painful. Any man knows this thing. It's painful. Oh, do me. To say, listen, to say I go do am, they can't catch me, they can't slap me anyhow. For no vex. And for they collect the slap, they smile, they beg, say, please, I'm sorry. But wetin I no do, you can't dey slap me on top. I wanted to impress her. I drove out of the house. Instead of driving towards Surulere, I drove to ShopRite. I went to start buying beads. It's not like I had money then. Most men will go after the slap. I've now ruined everything. I saw the girl at one event. The girl sit down near my ex. I just looked the two of them quiet. I said, do you know, I just sit down quietly. I no fit talk. I ruined it. Just normal beads. You know, women like all these beads. When man no get money to buy you gold or something. I'm telling you, know, then I don't get the kind of mind where I get now. Now. I chop slap on top waiting, I don't do. But luckily, I'm with a woman that does not stress me over all those kind of things. So, as in the slap where I chop that, they reach 8. And I don't know if it slap back because once I raise my hand, Baba be street too. If I slap you, you will need alignment. Ọmọ gbé ẹ lọ ṣàlàyémẹ̀ntì ní ti máa fún ẹ gbàjú. If I give you they call me ìgbàjú àgbẹ̀, a farmer slap. Wàá máa gbàbẹ̀ mọ́ mi ní, you go dey from there drink water. Tí mo gbàgbé ọwọ́ sí ẹ létí. That's like, I don't remember, but it reached like 12. As in it was just praka. What you mean they did ping pong ball? I didn't make him. I swear to say I go down Surulere, they can't slap me like that. I for no talk. I for not even bring them as gist. I was just know and saying, oh, I mess up and they treat the mess up. Finish. So I said, why do I have to wait for? Say, what do I want to do? I was begging. I was trying to show them that, look, read the other text message. Read my sent messages. Me. Ask anybody who don't chop my slap before. Baba, then they carry them go do alignment. Oh my God, filling station, while alignment when. Oh, nílé rìn. Ìgbàjú olóyi. Oyi mama kọ ẹni bí ìgbà tó ní BP. Me na just one smack of waga. O Tony here. Oh, wala alignment ki. They go dey look for where they do wheel balancing and alignments. Now in they go dey look for you for. They'll carry you go filling station, do alignment for you, or else no go fit waka. How will you feel if your wife did that to you? At least I will not slap her. I will not be happy. I will quarrel her, but at least I no go slap her. I be street too. If I slap you, no be you go house. Now person go carry you go house. No go no road. Orí ẹ̀ máa hó ni siren máa lago lórí ẹ ni wow. Wo máa da gbogbo sector orí ẹrú ni a máa ní refraction. So there was something I wanted to say before I even entered this. You flee from temptation, them still punish you. Oh no, it pain me. Oh do me. Oh do me. That one, of all the issues I've had in my life, that one pain me. See my hand. Maybe now I don't hold for street those days. As in, I know where they carry the slap from. If you want make the slap, if you want make that slap boil, you get as they pack the slap from back. Then you get as you go lean into a slap. As when you want give person slap, you go lean before the slap touch. Or more, you will not see a cracker. Go. Oju man yani. Alomang babe momini say you go they follow that place, drink water. Oh. In fact, all of now when they talk, just come my house. We will meet outside. Some said you already committed the sin by thinking it. It does need to be the real thing again. You see, the thinking sin is not as sweet as the doing it. You see, Baba, if the two of them are the same sin, one day you go want at least do them before you collect the repercussion of the sin. But I thank God, I thank God. God has delivered me from that life. Delivered from the power of darkness. Oh yeah, don't talk again. When they look for my mouth. Double click my screen if you're watching on TikTok. 19,200 likes. Let's get it to 40K and let me close the live. Double click my screen, double click my screen. I'm looking for my number one gifter. Who is my number one gifter right now? Big shout out to Small Chief. Small Chief is my number one gifter. Who is my number two gifter? My number two gifter. Whoa. My number two gifter is Fami. That's right. Small Chief, my number one gifter. Fami Rechi, my number two gifter. Suncap Red Oil, my number three gifter. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my number one and my number two. Oh yeah, follow my number one and my number two. In fact, follow only my number one. How are you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click that screen. Pop those money guns. Oh yeah, I'm on a TikTok roll today. If you're watching on YouTube, where are my super chats and super stickers? Oh yeah, pop those super chats and super stickers. Your slap no fit heavy reach bricklayer hand. I know, but at least I go try. I go dislodge you small. You sef go know say some meet you. Double click the screen. Nduka says, "Old Papa, remove your cap." Odewa. Nduka. Wo. Tí má gbé ẹ̀kọ́ gi wá dùn ká. Wèrè ló Nduka. He say, "Old Papa, remove your face cap. Let's see your real age." Why don't you go home and remove your papa pint? Make you see the kind hair where you get for him bolokos. How you go take know in real age? Irun abẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ibi tí old day ti bá ẹ dé wọ́n lè fi ṣọ̀fà wọ́n lè fi ṣe catapult. Wo irun abẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ tán bá já kan catapult ni. Tẹ́ bá fà báyìí a ṣe tawing. Ẹni tó ti ṣe èrè wo wàá kọ́ Yorùbá lẹ́ni Nduka 111. Sórí bàbá tó bí ẹ abirùn tó bí ẹ yẹn lọ́jà kan nínú irun abẹ́ ẹ̀. Any day tó bá need elastic irun abẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ kan elastic ni mo fún ẹ yẹn mo kọ́ ẹ lódù kan. Wo ibi tí irun abẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ lédè wọ́n lè fi tó trailer. Wo o kàn mọ talent tí bàbá ẹ̀ ní ni gbogbo irun abẹ́ ẹ̀ ni ó yẹ kó máa fi weave fan belt mọ́tò. Ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan báyìí wọ́n weave á di fan belt. Àṣírí o tiẹ̀ mọ bí tó ń lọ ọkàn já sórí live ó já náà wọ live mi. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ wí wọ́n ń bẹ̀ wí o ní old man remove your cap. Àní irun abẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ fan belt lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan o mọ talent tẹ ní family yín catapult àti fan belt wèrè wá jẹ́ wá block wá olórí burúkú ẹ̀ dànù. Please girl don't be angry ó tọ́nà wọ́rọ̀ ni Nduka ti collect. Ofure, thank you so much. Okoje, send me $10. Oluwani Femi, God loves me. Send me $20. Thank you so much. He saying, Papa, if he don't die, Papa, if he don't die, may they go dig in Sare, come burun abe, come love his fan belt. Inside this Nigeria, where you are in jail. Oh. No can't look for I did jeje you can't look for my trouble. Waiting what make I use you do. You want to shake me fun. Weary. Ezekiel Patrickson says, speak English now. One, go and buy translator. Don't cross me. Tread carefully. Unlobe. The place of collecting, you are approaching it. You are getting close to where you will collect. So, what else did I want to say? Lucas. Say, Ogbeni, you they claim say you be savage, but small yap won't kill you. I must be missing the point with you, Izu. Eh? Shebala, should I answer you? Do you know what they call eri? When they finish making pap, that shaft that remains, they carry like 20 naira own, mixed with water, put inside your head, and they expect you ko nironu. Jerry. Eri ló kún orí ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn o. Wá wá sí live tèmi. Wo máa bú ẹ tìran. Just talk again. Only answer me, clown. As in, how do you become? Man. When I see people like this, I wonder why they ended slave trade. And the plantation fit here bó ṣe wà yẹn. Kọ́ padlock ẹnu ẹ̀ kan fi ẹ́ sínú oko rèké kó máa gé rèké lọ. Ọlọ́run. People like this still need, we need to go back. As in, if we feel rewind time, go back in time, go drop this guy. Plantation ló yẹ kó wà kó ti máa gé rèké. Ẹni tí ò ní tó fẹ́ filé ayé ẹ̀ ṣe. Please. Somebody say, I want to dash you coin, but I don't have coin. Oh, pẹ̀lẹ́. You'll be all right. My number one gifter is still Small Chief. And my number two, in fact, I'm going to follow whoever. Hey, Suncap Red Oil is my number two gifter. Oh. Suncap Red Oil. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. Double click that screen. Almost on 20K. Double click that screen. Someone says, I like your name a lot, Ifedaya. Freeze, there was an outage in ATL and street lights were out. Drivers immediately turned each other to stop signs. No mayhem. All human. What does Ifedaya mean? It means love brings joy. How do I buy? Go to TikTok. You'll see. How are you doing today? How's the weather there? Weather is nice. Sammy, I see you. I don't have coins. Just got the number two gifter bad. Hey, I don't have coins. Yeah. Good one. Nice popping. Sammy. That's nice. I don't have coins. My number three gifter. Oh yeah. I want to just be hailing my TikTok people. Thank you so much, my YouTube people. I love you guys too, and my Facebook people. So let me bring somebody. You guys have questions, anything you want to say so we can close the live? What about the name that it is? I'll tell you that one day. Yes, so unfortunately I'm not on TikTok. Then go to YouTube. YouTube is also easy. They are still battling it out. I love the way they battle for that number one and that number two gifter. Omas, come and join me live. What of us on Instagram, Daddy Freeze? No love for us. There's a lot of love. I love you guys. I love Instagram. Instagram is the first platform I light up every single time. Omas, I tried to call you the other day. You did not pick my call. Ofure says, DF, sorry for the toxicity, but sometimes you they war us abroad people, but we no, I don't fight abroad people too much. Omas!
Please, what's up?
I'm good. I called you, not pick my call.
You see, the time when you did call me, either like now, I was about to go to the gym. I work from home. Then in the evenings, when you call me, I use your show to do my hiking, or I'm in the gym or something. Sorry about that, bro. How now?
Hi, how are you doing? You look very fine. You were a beauty
I'm
queen at one
okay.
time in your life, Abby.
I'm always beautiful. Once a queen, always a queen, puppy.
Tell me a
Hello,
little bit about
everybody.
tell me a little about your beauty journey and what contest you won.
Oh, I was the second MBGM.
Most beautiful girl in Nigeria.
Yeah, people always think I was the first. No, I was just the most troublesome. The first one was the Honorable Linda in person.
Is she still alive now?
Yes, now. I think they're still in the house.
Let me ask, what year did you win the pageant?
Ages ago. Come on
Yeah,
now.
but what year? You don't remember the year.
I don't remember. I be dinosaur, but I'm not that.
You don't want
I
to say the
still, my
year.
faculty.
I can Google you.
Oh, come on. It's all over now. I'm 58. I'm going to be 58. I won, I think it was two before Bianca. This was when Ben was, because I remember after I won, I was actually hosting the show with Ben Bruce before Guy took over. Yeah. So I think I was two before Bianca. Then she got married to Ojukwu. Then Regina took over. So that era.
Are you close to Bianca?
Yeah. I was in Nigeria, no?
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
I think
Anyway,
whenever I
I
go
was
to
just asking
Nigeria.
you about Omo Mensi Fine Girl from way back. Anyway,
Sorry, I was be my. I was about to hit the gym and go sweat. So, but anyway, and that's another thing. People, I don't know why that's always the first question. That was just something we did back then, out of fun, you know. So, but it's a big deal to people. But anyway, you were talking you were talking about the roads and discipline and all that, and I followed this saga of say Niger better pass abroad and all that. Me, I took three kids to go and do the secondary school in Nigeria, all born here. So my kids did, but so me, I'm of a different. So all that one, no, and they love Niger. They're all back here now. They
when
graduated.
I was
But
saying this thing, do you know a lady walked up to me in in my child's school and said, "Look, Daddy Freeze, some of us love what you're saying. You see, abroad is nice, but don't think abroad is paradise." Because there's some things in Nigeria that are better than some things abroad. But people in Nigeria, just especially people who are struggling in Nigeria, they just think that, you know what, and it is actually true. If you are struggling in Nigeria, the moment you cross the border abroad, you now have that electricity you never had. You now have access to cheap food that you could not afford. You now have transportation. You now have a life. But you see, when you are in Nigeria and things are working, you tend to start seeing some of the, especially when you travel a lot, you tend to see a lot of the demerits abroad. Now, let me ask you,
oh
why
yeah.
did you bring the children back to Nigeria?
Well, as at that point, I'm divorced too. I divorced my ex-husband, and I was a single mom of twin boys and a girl immediately after. Like I said, my daughter's down the road from here. She's a lawyer. The boys are into IT. Already them Bongoli, they do. They're like 6'5" and all that. Now I'm 5'11", 6. So I was a single mom then. You're not easy now. You go to work, they were in their teens and all that. Sounds like, because that's what my parents did too. I grew up, I was born in England of this era when all our parents came back to Nigeria. So I came back to Nigeria when I was about 8. did small nursery school, Tuwanshe. Then by 9 and a half, I don't enter boarding school. And that was one of the most fulfilling areas of, times of my life, my growing up. So, like, that's another topic. Our era, and it was a lot of us. Our parents came back home then. Now, she itself, they bring us back home then.
Okay, you
I
came
think
home
I
with a
came
ship.
home. Yes, yeah.
What
We
was
all
it
came
like? What
then
was
with
it like
ship.
those days traveling on a ship? How long did it take?
I remember then I was little. I remember, I think, like I said, I was like 7. I went on the Oriole. I think it was one of the last ones. The Oriole. From what I remember, it was lovely. Not be like slave ship. This one, like your normal cruise ship. So I remember then, what struck me, I remember then there was like a children's party, and there were a lot of expatriates, so you both kids and all that. And I think, I've always been I was a rambunctious child and all that. So I heard there was a costume competition. They can't dress me as Zulu, Chaka Zulu. Which now I'm like thinking about, like, how dare you? That's a stereotype. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun, And then we stopped in different parts. I remember they stopped in Freetown, stopped in Ghana. Yeah, so stuff like that. So that
But
was
how
the
long did the
reason.
trip
And
take? How long were you on the ship for?
yeah, I remember I didn't have really any sense of time then. I was small picking. I was small picking. Some weeks, I think, or 10 days, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so but that's why my kids I brought my kids back with me. I was in Nigeria that era from like 2008 when everybody came back then. All of us
Yes,
come back home then.
I also said this.
That's,
If Nigeria becomes good, everybody's coming back home.
we came back home. And a lot of my from London, like I said, I was born in England. I've lived in the states off and on for like 20 years. So dual, if not triple citizenship, but triple they're not allowed. So I get all the Bali, so do my kids, and they go back to Nigeria. In fact, one of the twins just went to Portugal for did the Afrobeats Festival or whatever that they have. They live in the States here too. So they went to London, from there went to, um, Portugal for the Afrobeats Festival. I think Burna Boy and all them were playing there. So they love Nigeria. My daughter went there she goes Christmas every time. They're grown,
Dirty
they're well
December.
to do. Exactly what she says. I'm like, but she grown now, so I'm like, she was like, but mom, you guys did worse. I'm just trying to be like you. I'm like, and things have changed. So it's a different era. It's a different time. Like you said, our parents had scholarships. They went abroad, brought that knowledge, expertise back home. And
I went to a function
but
in my daughter's school, and the principal spoke of her days in the university in Nigeria. That the states used to give them bursary to cover their tuition, and because the bursary was more than the tuition, they used to get change at the end of every semester.
yeah,
That the school
true.
used to provide three
Like,
square meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in the evening they used to
absolutely.
have tea.
In Nigeria,
Yes, in
yes,
University
yes.
of Ibadan, Uniben,
Oh, yeah.
Ife, Unilag, when Nigeria was still sweet.
Oh, yeah. I went to University of Maiduguri.
How was it?
It was lovely. There were we were Westerners, there were Southerners, there was no tribal, I went to school with the Abatas, the Yaraduas, all them. We were all
How
one.
was? Do you speak Hausa?
No, I've forgotten. back then, but I've forgotten now, and there's nobody to practice it with. But yeah, we used to fast with the Muslims, our Muslim friends. You know, their mama and papa go fly, bring them baked beans, all sorts. So we would just fast with them for the food. But we were all one. And this was before Boko Haram. Just towards the tail end, something called Maitasini started happening. But then when they go boys' hostel, hang out with our boyfriends in the boys' hostel, things have really changed though. Things have changed. Maiduguri was last. Maiduguri was one of the happening schools now. Everybody went there. Then from there we'll go Kano, we'll go Jaws, you know. There are battles, or somebody could just ask us, who wants a ride to Lagos? Private aeroplane, when their papa, military men then. Remember, Abacha was the Minister of Defense, I think. What was he then? Chief of Defense, sorry. Uh-huh. So, and this is the late Ibrahim and his brother Mohammed. So things have changed. Things have changed. Friends, at on Thursday, there was an outage here. I was remembering you.
Tell me about it.
There was a power outage caused by severe weather. I mean, it was like a mini. It was terrible. Wind with fall trees and all that. So there was a power outage. So I went out in the evening and. Like major road, let's say like that, your Lekki Akbar Road, but wider. So there's 3 lanes here, 3 lanes there, going, coming. So there were like at least 10 traffic lights out. These traffic lights lead to a major park, Walmart, which are very busy shopping areas, where there are rest stops, which means there's a gathering of petrol stations, gas stations. They're so busy places. Guess what? Automatically, those stops became stop signs. As I they go, once you see the traffic light when they out, everybody go just stop. Make who they come, one come join the major road, come out, the other person come out. Imagine, and I was like, hey, I wish Reese could see this. Without being told. So imagine that now, Nigeria, everywhere go down scatter.
I'm telling you. How long did it take them to fix it?
Actually, I was lucky. I didn't have an outage. I think it was one area of our zip code in Lawrenceville. It was major. It took till the next day.
Niger, if you're
one of my
1 month, you still there, they look for transformer for Niger if it blow.
No, they fix them. They send message out to everybody because they affect my cousin who works from home as well, and we work for the same company. So she had to go into the corporate, But she said it happened about 4 p.m. and they brought it back about 11 a.m. the next day.
Oh, so. When are you coming to Nigeria next? And where do you want to retire? When you retire, 58, you are close to retirement age. When you finally retire, where do you
I don't semi-retire, you understand, but, like I'm in IT now and it's just an opportunity for me, apart from, paying the bills. I do have other residual business that brings in small on the side. But I was in Nigeria last year. I try and do at least once a year, but in between, I like traveling a lot. I've worked and lived in China. I was in London a few months ago. Nigeria
home. In China?
Yeah. I taught English there for a year.
Okay, what's your impression? What's your impression of the Chinese people and living in China? Would you want to live in China? Would you advise Nigerians to relocate to China, for instance?
Well, what I went for was teaching, but I used my British. But I put Nigeria on the map there because we had like an educators forum And I choreographed. I was in charge of the drama for teaching. Keep in mind, say that rich Chinese people, they teach English. So in a private school, they want their children. That's the only thing they haven't conquered. Like, okay, it is a barrier in as much as the Chinese hold on to their culture. Okay, this English self, we go learn now. So now rich Chinese kids, when they say during the holiday, I will ask them, oh, Joe, what happened? Where were you? Oh, I went to Germany with my dad. So rich kids. But I'm like, okay, would you, like this question when you ask me, if you ask a Chinese kid, you say, oh, no, 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 I want to finish my AI and work in China. I don't like the food in England. They say Lao Sure is teacher. Oh, I don't like British food. It's too
Do you
bland.
speak any Mandarin or?
Well, they actually, like I said, this was 2019. If you don't practice a language, the memory doesn't pick up on it. But we were speaking bit by bit then, but it wasn't encouraged because keep in mind, we were there to teach English. Yeah, they wanted us just to know the basics to get around, but you're also given a Chinese graduate as your own chaperone, when you come. So yeah, I mean, it was lovely. I used the opportunity to travel to other parts of Asia that I hadn't been to, like Singapore, Thailand, Hong Kong, Philippines. Yeah, so it's an opportunity for one to travel, see that part of Asia. There are a lot of Nigerians there, you know. There are a lot of, they might not be in the teaching sector. Like I've said, the only African, when they allow, now South Africa. So, but you can have a PhD with a Nigerian passport. Then I'll take you. So now my British, I could go, because the kids are like, okay, mom, we've graduated now and everything, which was your wish. Go see the world if you want to. We do. Yeah. So yeah, it depends. It depends on where you are in China.
Now, let me
But I
ask you a
had a lovely
question.
experience.
Personal question,
So
though. What happened? Why did your marriage end?
irreconcilable differences. That one don't say.
Are you still
Oh,
in
don't say
touch?
irreconcilable. Hmm?
Are you still in touch with him? Did you remarry? Did he
Oh no, no,
remarry?
no. No, I didn't bother remarry. I'm remarrying. I was in like a 10-year relationship, but no, I don't want.
So what happened? That
Don't
one
want to
too
marry
also
again.
ended. The 10-year relationship.
It was 10 years. It was, well, the gentleman was a bit younger, but that wasn't the issue. It was just we're still friends. We're still friends. Just time to. It gets to a stage when you're single. You're just good. You're good like that. You know. You're good, and I'm somebody that has have a whole family of friends, even though I don't hang out all the time. Like, okay, what are you doing this weekend? Just going for my hike when the sun goes down, picking up a few groceries. But on any, like next week, I have like 3 graduations lined up and all that. You get to a point in life whereby you're good, even without having the nookie. You're good. It's not.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's not a priority.
No, but at your
Been there, done
age,
that.
you'll be approaching menopause.
Menopause, I told you, since when?
Are you serious?
I said I'm going to be 58. If I see
No.
they
At what age do
do
women
this
get
and that, no,
menopause?
yeah.
At what age do women get menopause?
I've met some people in their 30s, and I think it's happening sooner nowadays. I think that's due to a medical condition, but mine started I think, when I was 50. 50? Yeah. But you still go through the symptoms. Like I still, if you see now, I know it's hard, but I still sweat and all that. You know, you have the hot flashes. So yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, my
You know, and
darling.
for that,
Yeah.
hmm?
Say what you
Yeah, and
wanted
I
to say.
heard you say something. People always think that once you've reached menopause is the end. No, some people, I know some friends that are like rabbits right now and they've menopause. In
Okay.
fact, now themselves, yeah, that's let's see, one beru kinila darugbo now. Teach you a few things. Shit.
Because me, I'm 47. I'm going to be 48 next year. So me, I don't be near women who pause like 80.
There's male menopause, though. There's male menopause. In fact, that was the topic we treated on one of my TV programs in Nigeria. I was on a show called Amazon. Yeah, there's male menopause. There is male menopause. Go ahead, Google them. Google them. Oh, wow. Hello, my dear. Hello, my dear. Hello,
Ah.
my dear.
Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó mú àjẹ́ yẹn. God catch witch.
There's
Eh?
male menopause.
Anyway, lovely, lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I always see you in the comment section and I always chat you up in the DM. But this is the first time I'm actually seeing you one on one, and I'm glad I brought you to the live. I'm going to cut some bits of the wisdom you shared and put on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube people, so you two can see and learn and be happy and enjoy. TikTok, thank you so much. Somebody just sent me a money gun.
Thank
Big shout
you.
out to you. House of Gold, thank you. Oluwa Fumi, thank you. D
Please,
Derechi.
I give you stars, oh. I give you YouTube. I give you, but I
Yes,
have different
so
names. I
woo!
give you
Thank you so
Facebook.
much
I
for
give
the
you YouTube.
support.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much. Small Chief still my number
All
one
right,
gifter.
darling.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
sis. Bye. Guys, all right, that's as far as Andropause. Chai. I don't want to think about that. Anyway, guys, if you had fun today, thank you so much. Church is going to be off the hook tomorrow. Make sure you join us at 11 o'clock. The topic is testimony time. So don't miss it. Testimony time. Church is going to be off the hook. So make sure you join us live. Omasan, okay, that's her name, Omasan. Yes, lovely lady, lovely lady. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm still looking for my number one gifter. Keep popping those money guns. Where am all my gifters? I'm signing off right now. We've got 21,400 likes. Let's get it to 25K and we end the live. Double click that screen. Double click that screen. Where are my money guns? Where are my gifters? Oh yeah. I've been talking for 2 straight hours. Testimony time. Testimony time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's our topic for tomorrow. Make sure you join. Take good care of yourselves, guys, and God bless you all. Oh yeah. Bien. Where are all my people? Son of Iyuku, I see you. Adora just sent me. Adora is my number 3 gifter. Just sent me a perfume. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm closing the live now. Bye, guys. Oma-san, thank you for joining live. Adora sent me a cap. Woo! Adora is now going to be my number 1 gifter. Small Chief is my number 1 gifter. Oluwafumini is my number 2 gifter. Adora is my number 3 gifter. Keep popping. Keep popping. Take care. Thank you all so much. YouTube, TikTok, every single person. Soso Benzo, Lady, Amandi, thank you so much. All of you who made today special, thank you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, guys. I could have continued talking, but I'm tired. Natural Gambia, my darling sister Rita, get in touch with me. Are you available for tomorrow? Are you available for tomorrow? Oh yeah, double click the screen. We're almost getting to 25,000. We're on 22,600. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Oh yeah, 22.7. 22.8. We're going to 25K. Oh yeah. So more people can see the video. 22.9, 23K, right about now. Double click it, double click it, double click it. Yeah, 23K. So we're going to 25. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, all of you, for sending money guns and super chats and super stickers. House of Gold, God bless you. Thank you so much. Rush Puppy, bye. 23.4, we can make it. 25K, 25K. Double click that screen. Double click that screen. Who's my number one gifter? Remember to follow my number one gifter. Small Chief is still my number one gifter. Remember to follow him. Follow Small Chief. Follow Small Chief. Follow Small Chief. 24,000. All right. 1,000 more and we close. 24.2. Whoa, that's so nice. 24,300.